Every morning, the old man walked slowly to the river. He wore the same brown coat and the same soft hat. His steps were careful but steady. People passed him, but no one really noticed. By the river, there was an old wooden bench. The paint was faded, the wood was rough. This bench had been there for many years, and so had the man. He sat on the bench every day, always in the same place, always facing the water. The river moved quietly. It did not rush, it did not stop. It simply flowed, carrying small leaves and soft reflections of the sky. The man liked that. The river never asked questions. It never hurried him. It just stayed. When he sat down, he took a deep breath. His body felt tired, but his heart felt calm. This bench was his place. This was where he remembered. Many years ago, this bench was new. The paint was bright, the wood was smooth, and the man was young. He used to come here with someone he loved, a woman with warm eyes and a gentle smile. She laughed easily. Her laugh sounded like light on water. They sat side by side. Sometimes they talked. Sometimes they stayed silent. Both felt right. They shared small things, a piece of bread, a warm drink in winter, dreams about the future. She liked to watch the river too. She said it reminded her that life keeps moving, even when days feel heavy. One day she held his hand and said, "Promise me something." He looked at her and smiled. "Anything," he said. "Promise you will come here," she said softly, "even when I cannot." He did not understand then, but he promised. Time moved on. Life became busy. Work filled his days, worries filled his nights. Then came the quiet days, the days when the house felt too big, the days when her voice lived only in his memory. She was gone. The world felt smaller without her. At first, he could not come to the bench. It hurt too much. The river felt too loud. The silence felt too deep. But one morning, he remembered his promise. His heart was heavy, but his feet moved. He sat on the bench alone. He looked at the water. He cried quietly. No one noticed, and that was okay. From that day on, he came back, again and again, through cold mornings and warm afternoons. The bench changed. The paint peeled, the wood cracked. The man changed too. His hair turned white, his back bent, but the river stayed, and the promise stayed. Some days he talked to her. He told her about small things, about the birds near the water, about the children who fed ducks. Some days he stayed silent. He just listened, to the river, to his breath. People came and went. Young couples sat on the bench sometimes. They laughed. They held hands. The old man always smiled at them. He did not feel sad. He felt thankful. One afternoon, a young boy stopped near the bench. He looked at the man with curious eyes. "Why do you come here every day?" the boy asked. The man smiled gently. "This place remembers me," he said. The boy did not fully understand, but he nodded and ran back to his mother. The man watched them leave. He felt warmth in his chest. As the sun began to set, the sky turned soft orange. The river reflected the light like a quiet mirror. The man stood up slowly. His knees hurt more than before, but his heart felt light. He touched the bench with his hand. The wood was cold, familiar. "Thank you," he whispered. That night he slept peacefully. The next morning, the bench was empty. Days passed, then weeks. People still walked by the river. They still sat on the bench. They still watched the water move. They did not know the story, but the bench knew, the river knew, and somehow the promise lived on, in the quiet flow of water, in the soft light of morning, in the space where love once sat. Some things never truly leave. They stay in places. They stay in moments. They stay in the heart. And every time the river flows past the old bench, it carries a memory that will never fade.